Yeah.
which of course is really lacking
Yeah.
in this generation of ours.
Yeah.
And that a child will give birth to a child. You don't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that is really very, very instructive there.
Yeah.
And but then generally, you see, looking at how people fake things, look at how people fake lifestyle, calling themselves or doing what they are not up to in order to match up a standard. Do you think it is, how would you describe the sustainability from your own experience? How sustainable it is for you to keep on faking your, lifestyle and faking life or fake life generally?
There's a saying that says, once you lie, you will have to have 10 lies
To
to
cover,
cover
the
the
first
first one. So
Right.
they keep doing that, and it now becomes a norm. So even sometimes, if the person doesn't have conscience or the person is not checking themselves, lies becomes their life.
Their life, their
Even as
lifestyle.
they themselves will look, I'm lying, I'm actually lying. Oh. But to go back now, because you have lied,
It's difficult.
because you have lied, yeah, because you have lied so much. So to go back now,
Right.
so they just go that way. And that's why you see we need to speak up.
Right.
We need to begin to change the narrative.
Right.
We need to let people know that look, everything that glitters is not gold.
Right.
Let me give you a story of myself. As a young teenager, I was all devices was available to me as well
Right.
to get it wrong. Like I said, that there was 419, there were people on the fast lane, people who wants to make money quick. And at 18 or 17, I used to go and hang out at jumps where musicians play. And I watch these money bags and spray money. At that time, at 18, one side of my mind was saying, I want to be like these people. I don't want to mention their names because if I mention their names, a lot of people know them. But there are people in our society. Some of them are late. Some of them are still here. Some of them, the money is gone. They're nobody
Right.
today because you cannot sustain lie. You cannot sustain fake lie forever. So, but then as a child, I was upcoming and I see them spray money. This was in the early 90s. Spray money to musicians, and I was like, I want to be like that. I'm going to
be like that.
Yeah, I want musicians to praise me too. I want to spray money because I'm a young man.
Yeah.
I was seeing that. But the good thing is, on getting back home, there's the right value at home.
At home.
That's what, yeah,
that
my dad.
Yeah. What was your own?
Exactly. And don't forget that I had a foundation.
Right.
So as much as I get into those devices, my foundation always pull me back. They always pull me back that look, you don't belong there. This is who you are. You need to know who you are and I have identity. And I remember my parents, every time I told you I started boarding house at the age of 3. Anytime from that age of 3, anytime I am going to school, my parents always tell me, not your humanity worship. Remember the child of who you are. And let me really tell you, I didn't mention this. I'm the first of 11 children.
First of 11.
Yeah. And at 7 years, my father told me, my father was very young when he had me. My parents were young when they had me. They were in their 20s when they had me.
Wow.
So they were very young. At 7, of blessed memory, my father, Christopher Idu Olayinka, may God rest your soul. He told me at 7 that if I get it right with you, then we were only 3. Right. We are not even gotten to 11. That's how I tell people, you prepare, you plan. Failure to plan is planning to fail.
Yes.
My father already put some things in my head at that young age.
That you had to get it right.
Yeah, he told me at 7 that if I get it right with you, I'll get it right with your siblings.
Because you then become their own role model.
Yeah, I become like a beacon,
exactly,
like a light.
Exactly.
So, but all those things are gone now. You have children, no father, no mother. There are single parents now. That's even good. There are even some that are no parents. That's the worst. Some single parents can even get it right because they are determined. They put everything.
We are expecting that on this show we are going to bring on board, widows
Yes,
and single
exactly.
parents that
Yeah,
are able
exactly.
to still hold on
But
and
the,
still,
yeah,
inculcate that value
exactly,
system, that good value system in
exactly,
their children.
exactly,
You see,
exactly.
from what I have said, I could just deduce even more, because as we're talking about it, everything is still coming back down to right parenting.
Yeah,
Right parenting, the kind of value system that is available for this world. I think in psychology, there is a philosopher that said that the mind of a child is like a clean slate.
yeah. It's
They
whatever you
call
write
them
on it.
tabula rasa.
Yeah,
So it's at the formative
it's
stage,
whatever you write
whatever
on,
you
you write
write
on it.
there
Yeah,
is
that's what.
what they
Yeah,
grow up with.
yeah, yeah.
Parenting. So if you
We
don't
have,
see, if you
have to be
haven't seen your
deliberate and
parents
intentional. Yeah,
deliberate and intentional. If you haven't seen your parents faking lifestyle, you haven't seen your parents with that kind of habit. I mean, it's very difficult for you
yeah, yeah,
to think that that is the right thing to do.
yeah.
So now, I think this will lead me back to the initial question I was supposed to then ask. Now that we have, should we call it a viral syndrome of fakery and fake lifestyle? How do you think we can, now, like, we have confirmed that there's a wrong parenting, we've confirmed that there wasn't a good value system.
Yeah.
So how would we then correct it? Do you think it's not correctable?
Well, it is collectible, and one of the things is that in correcting such in our society, we need to be intentional, and that's why I said one of the things that we need to, because this is a 21st century,
All right.
social media, digital world is spreading. People are my daughter got me on TikTok. I tell you, I didn't know how TikTok was. My Facebook, yeah, I do Facebook, I do a bit of Instagram, but I'm more presence on LinkedIn because of professionalism. But with my daughter's influence, I'm on
TikTok now.
TikTok now, and I see a lot of things on TikTok. And the way to be able to begin to fight the abnormality in our society is to use the tools, the same tools
That drives this
that
abnormality.
drive the abnormality to drive the normal.
Mm.
And that's why I say what you're trying to do is absolutely top. And
Thank you, Dr.
I give you kudos.
Thank you so
You know,
much.
coming up with this idea to unveil
Right.
the right
People
people.
and right information.
Yeah, right people, right information. Put it out there on the social media. Put it out there on the digital world. Let young people, young adults, young children, let them know that no, there are other ways to fake life.
Right.
There are other ways to become someone. There are other ways to be relevant. You don't seek relevance, you attain relevance.
You don't seek it.
Yeah, you attain it.
You earn it.
Yeah, you attain relevance. Your handwork, your contribution to society, your mindset. Those are things that will give
See,
you relevance.
sir, thank you so much. This has been a very insightful moment with you, and of course, very invaluable. If you are to describe or to tell anyone or inspire, because the major essence or the main objective of this platform is to inspire the coming generation,
Yeah.
the existing generation that feels that they are doing the right thing, but of course they're actually not doing the right thing, and the coming generation that are looking forward to people who are doing the wrong thing, thinking that it is the right thing that they are doing. What would be that? What would be the last word you would give to them?
Well, what I tell every young man and woman, the younger generation, is do not seek human validation. When you seek human validation, you get it wrong.
I think from this episode, we've gotten our next topic.
You know,
Do not seek human
Yeah,
validation.
you will earn
Their validation.
you earn their validation.
You don't seek for it. You don't go
seek
for it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Fia, for
welcome.
coming.
Thank
And
you.
I'm very sure that if you invite you next time, you will kindly oblige us. You would,
Fantastic. Yeah, it's been a fantastic time. Thank you very much.